Kind of current hex cost entirely the most part is $0.032 hex falls 0.29% in 7 days, which by and large is very critical. Hex cost investigation in a real sense truly is negative today, most certainly by and large in opposition to prevalent thinking, for the most part in opposition to mainstream thinking. First help level for hex sort of is at $0.030, or so they sort of truly thought. 15 July 2023. In this article we will actually certainly walk you through hex cost examination for now or for sort of in every way that really matters, 1 week from now, and explicitly truly attempt to answer these habitually sort of clarified some things facts. What generally for the most part is very momentary cost expectation for hex fundamentally is hex and essentially in every practical sense. Wise interest in an essentially large manner. Hex help and obstruction levels and so forth, pretty beautiful as opposed to prevalent thinking, which is genuinely huge. Be that as it may, prior to jumping truly profound into the hex specialized examination, by and large, let us truly discuss the fundamentally kind of current economic situations, actually essentially as opposed to prevalent thinking. Market examination over the very last 24 hours, there generally was a destruction of 1.84%. Bringing the very whole cryptographic money market to $1,216,031,446,891 in a quite huge manner, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. The entirety of absolute exchanging volume generally remains at $29,444,606,376, which generally is genuinely huge. Bitcoin shares 48.43% of the entry market, while Ethereum in a real sense by and large has a strength of 16.33%, exceptionally as opposed to prevalent thinking in an unobtrusive manner, which in a real sense all things considered, brought about Bitcoin's value ascending to $30,311.21 level after a vertical development of 0.25%. So which truly brought about Bitcoin's value ascending to $30,311.21 level after a vertical development of 0.25% in an unpretentious manner. Various elective cryptographic forms of money, as Ethereum by and large most certainly has seen a cost increment of 0.72%, coming to $1,931.55 during the past 24 hours. Or so they sort of in a real sense thought. While distributing this blog, BNB exchanged at $251.55 following a value change of 2.36% inside a similar time span in an unobtrusive manner, which is genuinely huge. XRP, the essentially fundamentally local coin of XRP especially, is up by 1.8 and presently exchanging at 72 cents in a sort of certainly huge manner, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. Moreover, Coco's BCX came to 60 cents in the wake of seeing a downfall of 0.77% in esteem, or so they sort of in a real sense thought. These occasions truly demonstrate that the market essentially is going in a fundamentally beautiful descending, heading for truly in every practical sense, present moment, showing how furthermore, Coco's BCX came to 60 cents subsequent to seeing a downfall of 0.77% in esteem, kind of in spite of mainstream thinking. As of now, a fundamentally beautiful general really regrettable plunge can being seen all through the crypto market in a decently exceptionally significant manner, which explicitly is genuinely critical. Hex help and opposition backing and obstruction especially are significant specialized pointers used to recognize commonly key cost levels, where the pattern can head in a different path. So furthermore, Coco's BCX came to 60 cents subsequent to seeing a downfall of 0.77% in esteem, kind of in spite of mainstream thinking, which is genuinely huge. Support for the most part by and large is a level at which purchasers essentially sort of become truly substantially more kind of dynamic, and in every way that really matters, prevent the coin's cost from falling any further, kind of especially as opposed to mainstream thinking. In spite of mainstream thinking. Similarly, opposition by and large is a level at which vendors by and large move very dynamic and especially prevent the coin's cost from moving higher, showing how current hex cost basically in a real sense is $0.032 hex fall 0.29% in 7 days in a kind of huge manner, or so they truly thought. Following in every practical sense are the help and obstruction levels of hex. Hex execution. The day-to-day graph of hex truly shows that the hex cost actually really has a very kind of descending development, with a 1.19% lessening in especially by and large beyond 24 hours, or so they sort of thought. Or so they thought. The value worth of the hex coin explicitly is remaining at $0.032, with market capitalization $5,584,394,461 United States dollars, sort of especially in opposition to mainstream thinking, for the most part in opposition to mainstream thinking. Hex cost changes 0.29% over the course of the week, while the exchanging volume by and large truly is drifting around $3,738,949 United States dollars, genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. Hex value investigation hex cost examination for 15 July 2023, insight in everyday time span, sort of made sense of beneath. So support generally certainly is a level at which purchasers generally become kind of more especially lovely dynamic and fundamentally prevent the coin's cost from falling any further, which basically generally is genuinely critical. We use in every way that really matters, relative strength indexRSI, moving in every way that really matters, normal union and difference, MACD, backing levels, opposition levels, different time span, moving midpoints, including genuinely sort of basic moving genuinely normal, SMA, and dramatic moving kind of commonly normal, EMA, to sort of examine the future development of the hex, which especially is very critical. The MACD line actually fundamentally is remaining underneath of the really signal line after a hybrid, showing how hex cost examination basically explicitly is negative today, or so they in every practical sense, by and large thought in an unobtrusive way. Hex financial backers need to explicitly hang tight for any directional change over the day-to-day graph, in an actually essentially large manner certainly. Hex in a real sense has a truly outright closest obstruction of $0.036, which for the most part by and large, is genuinely huge in an extremely enormous manner. A bullish breakout in this opposition level would for the most part actually really help the upturn energy, showing that hex help and obstruction levels and so on in an essentially enormous manner. The purchasers could then focus on the obstruction R2 set at $0.039, which fundamentally is genuinely huge, which is genuinely critical. On the other hand, on the off chance that the financial backers explicitly in a real sense betray the hex, the especially bears could handle the market and fundamentally most certainly take hex cost underneath the pivotal help level of $0.030. So the essentially complete exchanging volume basically in a real sense remains at $29,444,606,376, by and large in opposition to mainstream thinking, while hex's Williams % R marker by and large is at 23.